Okay, man, get ready. This is life-changing, trust me. This is one of the most important things in the history of this country. Hell, to be honest with you, I even sometimes fantasize about it while I'm in bed with my wife. Okay, bro, that last bit was a little unnecessary, but I'm excited, I guess. Okay, here it is. Ta-da!
That's literally insane, bro.
That's what I needed to see. It's just a rock. I know, isn't it beautiful? But it's just a rock. We drove 13 hours straight for a rock. Someone doesn't understand the historical importance of this site. I don't give a shit, dude! I skipped my grandfather's funeral for this. Wow, bro's yapping right now? For real? Definitely from Yappersville. No, fuck this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, sir. So good, sir.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
So a little while ago, I was watching the TheBearWhisperer's 50 States Summarized video. Rest in peace, Lil Nick. And I got up to the part where he was talking about Plymouth Rock, and at that moment, I felt the closest thing to a creative spark I've felt across the entirety of this shit stain I call a channel's existence. So I jumped up from my overpriced gaming chair and quickly waddled to my window as fast as my obese legs could carry me. As I looked out the window, I whispered to myself, wow, what a complete waste of space. I mean, how fucking stupid can you get? That's your forefather's memory.
Rest in peace, Pop Smoke.
Wow, that is depressing. Yes, I whispered that. So if you're not aware, Plymouth Rock was supposedly the first landing place of the Pilgrims on the Mayflower. That is, if you want to take the word of a 95-year-old dude who wasn't there and was about to die like 120 years later. Now this may sound all well and good, even if it isn't really the place that they first landed. Of course you're gonna want to celebrate where your forefathers landed, right? I mean, that's a pretty epic story, but it is somewhat in contrast to the fact that the object of said epic story is a tiny little rock that's like a few feet long.
Impressive.
That, let's be honest, if you pass by on a beach walk, you probably wouldn't even notice, except for the number carved into the side of it, because we definitely couldn't already tell it's old or anything. This rock has all the presence of the school true cell playing Doki Doki Literature Club in the corner of the library. You know what? I can't believe I'm saying this, but this Redditor hit the nail on the head. Quote, Plymouth Rock is quite literally a large rock in a cage. God, I can't believe I was even able to write 200 words about this fucking rock. I mean, it is literally just a rock. The rock is quite sad, actually. Like, I haven't been there, but I feel like looking at it, it would give, like, the same presence as, like, a caged bird at the local zoo. Okay, I'll talk about you first. So this is the Blarney Stone. It's a piece of Blarney Castle in South Ireland, right down the road from Blarney House, which is next to Blarney Field, which is up the road
Sigma, got a grimace shake in my hand, phantom tax what I owe,
which I'm assuming is around Blarney Laundromat. So the
totally real and accurate history
behind this is that the builder of the castle, Cormac McCarthy, got in legal trouble and kissed this stone, which apparently imbued him with W-Riz and turned him into a Rizzler, and thus he was able to talk his way out of trouble, which, you know, I'm just gonna say it. Fuck it, I'll say it. Seems a little far-fetched, okay? Yeah, the stone just really isn't all that crazy. It's completely indistinguishable from the rest of the stones in the castle, and also the workers say that locals don't piss on the stone, but look, all I'm saying is that if I had an attraction that makes me money based on people making oral contact with it, I would say the exact same thing. I just don't like the whole kissing thing. It's a bit weird because you know for damn sure some EDP motherfuckers have waited outside the line for the first No, I'm not saying that. Okay, so I think we all know this one. This is StoneHenge, an ancient burial site, or religious thing, or one of a million other theories, I don't know. In southern England, it dates back to probably between 4,000 and 5,000 years ago. Now, I don't have too much to say about this, which is precisely why I think it's so underwhelming, because sure, there's intrigue about the origins and all that. I mean, I just prefer my history to be more concrete. AKA, I don't really want to think about anything, okay? Liar! Like, StoneHenge to me is like if I were to see a Roman or Greek bust, but with like no context of its creation, like zero knowledge about Rome or Greece. Sure, it looks cool, but outside of that, to be honest,
I don't give a shit! Not even a little bit!
So before we move on to the last thing, I have a few, I guess, honorable mentions. Really just like stuff that isn't as lame, mostly, but like I still think they aren't as cool as advertised or as some people might think. Why you look— okay, first we have the Statue of Liberty and Christ the Redeemer. These two are definitely impressive, don't get me wrong. These are pretty sick. In fact, the only reason I even put them here is because I think most people vastly overestimate their height, considering both of them are only around 100 feet or 40 meters tall, which is like way shorter than quite a few species of tree, or like the same height as a couple buses stacked on top of each other. I never thought I'd say this, but you lied to me, Rhea. You lied to me. It's not that big of a deal. The Liberty Bell. It's a bell. The Little Mermaid in Copenhagen. It's a small statue of a mermaid. And last but not least, the mannequin pies.
You are strange.
I'm feeling romantic.
Alright, on to the last one. Okay, last and definitely least, literally any battlefield ever. So I know this one's kind of cheap, but hey, people still visit them for whatever reason. I mean, I don't even think I really have to say much.
I'm not even gonna say nothing, bro.
In fact, here's a slideshow of some of the most exciting battlefields. Tell me if you see something common between them. Okay, so just make sure you've got your thinking cap on for this one. Remember, anything similar between them all? And I know some of you are probably going to be saying some goofy dumb shit like, I feel a strong connection with the— mate, feel a strong connection with my nuts.
Joe nuts.
Have fun standing in your field where 50,000 people died. I'm going to be over here marking climbable areas in Florence.
This is where they executed Ezio Stanley.
Oh yeah, Merry Christmas, by the way.